The set of 6 questions articulated in part 1 were built on an assumption. That assumption was that in light of the fact that Rashi in his commentary refers us to Gemara Sotah, that he, Rashi, is addressing the same issue that is addressed by the Gemara. The Rebbe will maintain that this may not necessarily be the case, and in fact a close reading of the two texts will indicate that Rashi is addressing a very different issue to that of the Gemara. The Gemara in Sotah asks rhetorically, after quoting the pasuk, Achot Aharon v'lo Achot Moshe, was she, Miriam, then the sister of Aharon and not the sister of Moshe? And with this, the Gemara appears to be focusing upon the statement that Miriam HaNeviah was the Achot Aharon. Rashi, on the other hand, despite quoting from the Gemara, asks, Heichan nitnava'ah? Where do we see within the text evidence that Miriam was a Neviah? Rashi's focus is not on Achot Aharon, but upon the adjective phrase Miriam HaNeviah. And it is for this reason, although the core of the commentary hinges upon a prophecy that took place before the birth of Moshe, it is the prophecy that is central to the commentary. And for this reason, Rashi felt that there was no need to include the words Achot Aharon into his heading, as these words are merely tangential to the issue of the description of Miriam as a Neviah. With this change of focus, we can now respond to question 1, in which we ask that if headings must reflect the commentary, and the commentary appears at face value to be focused upon the statement of Miriam as Achot Aharon, why were these words not included in the heading? Rashi's problem with the statement of Miriam HaNeviah is twofold. Firstly, there is a grammatical issue by introducing Miriam with a Hey HaYediyah, Miriam HaNeviah. Her claim to fame was that she was a prophetess, yet there is nothing in the previous 14 chapters of the text that indicates that this was the case. More problematic is the descriptive of Miriam being a Neviah, in that such a descriptive is rather pointless, in that it adds nothing to our understanding of the text. To put Rashi's problem with the word Neviah into context, let me digress for a moment into the world of linguistics, and in particular the adjective. In the field of linguistics, a sentence is an expression in natural language that are grouped meaningfully together to express a statement, a question, explanation, a request, a command, or a suggestion. Languages differ considerably as to how they formulate sentences, but all have in common 3 main building blocks. The noun, a verb that acts upon the noun, and an adjective that modifies either the noun or the verb. An adjective is a describing word. Its main role is to qualify a noun or noun phrase, giving it more information than what was previously known. For example, take the word war. Even if it is limited to a specific time and geographic location, without qualification, the word would be much too broad, and for this reason, a series of qualifying words need to be added that identify to which of the wars one is referring when used in a sentence. If we take, for example, the descriptive of Miriam as the Achot Aharon, in English we have 2 options for its translation. In one, we treat both words as nouns, sister, Aharon. An alternative translation is to link the 2 nouns into a possessive format, Aharon's sister. The Hirsch, Hertz, and Art Scroll prefer the former. The Gutnick and the Kaplan translations opt for the latter. On the surface at least, the descriptive HaNeviah does not meet the test of an adjective. As mentioned, an adjective provides an identification, and in doing so adds information to what was previously not known. In terms of identification, that is covered with the words that follow. She was the Achot Aharon, which then forces us into the second option, the adjective, that it adds information, that somehow the narrative of Perek 15, that Miriam took the women out and as a group expressed praise to HaKadosh Baruch Hu over the salvation of Kriyat Yamsuf, is linked to the descriptive HaNeviah. It is this link that Rashi finds problematic and for which he seeks a solution.